I'm just super excited to share with y'all the worst event ever, and that's a term I'm using very loosely. It is not an opinion, it is an objective fact. I'm sure many of y'all have been to some terrible fundraisers or had that one bad party in high school, but I can promise you, nothing can compare to the disaster that was the Willy's chocolate experience, which was so bad it's being called the Fire Festival of Kids events. Let's take a look at the advertising, because the marketing team went all out by using AI generated images to promote the Willy Wonka experience. Spoilers, a big reason as to why this event failed was because of their excessive use of AI. Obviously, the main marketing gimmick involved promoting this as Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and while the foundation catered more towards the novel rather than movies, that didn't justify the experience. It apparently was run by one person and wasn't just some passion project made by a small team. It was produced by a well-known company in Scotland, House of Illuminati, who claimed part of the reason as to why the final product didn't reflect their vision was because they were on a budget, which had to be like 2 popsicles and a high five. When I say AI was a big reason as to why this event failed, I meant it. They f***ing had AI create the poster for the event that they posted on their website. Despite how AI had a malfunction and resulted in the poster having more grammatical errors than a first grader's essay with dyslexia. Such a captivating catastrophe. Ensuring entertainment, cat-gating live performances, Karchi tunes, Exarcidre lollipops, whatever the hell that is. A paradise of sweet teats. Sweet teats! That is not marketing material. How no one in the House of Illuminati noticed this and stepped in is baffling. How this got approved is beyond my comprehension. Now I know you're just foaming in the mouth wondering what the final product looked like. I absolutely love this meme because it perfectly captivates the results of the event. So to the left, you see one of the AI ads used to promote what I assume was supposed to be Willy's Enchanted Garden, and then to the right, you see how it actually turned out. Just a creepy hallway with a single Candyland tapestry. It's like that scene from SpongeBob with Krabby Land, just a downright pathetic attempt at creating a whimsical wonderland, but still having the balls to charge $40 per person. To say that this event was a scam is putting it lightly. It's more like Willy Wonka smacked them across the head with a shovel and just stole $40 from their wallets. Some attendees even compared it to a meth lab, and they hit the nail right on the head with that statement. I guarantee drugs had some role to play in this shameless excuse for an event. That right there is supposed to be an Oompa Loompa at a flavor station, but goddamn, they look miserable. I can't help but compare this to season 5 of Breaking Bad, where Jesse was held captive against his will, forced to keep cooking meth for the hitmen. I don't think I've ever seen someone look so dead inside. This makes me feel sad. And I wasn't even there. Here's another image of the venue. On the left is what was advertised, and then on the right, you're hit with the cold, harsh reality. This is more low effort than trying to throw a birthday party for a middle schooler. It actually looks like they just took whatever lawn ornaments were holiday themed and slapped them in a warehouse. They didn't even bother trying to clean the place. Here's some more pictures showcasing some of the other locations and activities. This isn't where you go for fun. This is where fun goes to die. Nothing here screams chocolate factory. They actually took Willy Wonka's motto of pure imagination and said, alright kids, go nuts. So yeah, the place was god-awful, but there's still more to this experience. Did the performers help make this event worthwhile? And the answer is yes, if you're high on copium. I already showed you one of the performers, and fun fact, that was the only Oompa Loompa they could afford. The actor for Willy Wonka, Paul Connell, said that the event was so rushed, actors were hired last minute and had about a day to memorize the script, which was 15 pages of AI gibberish. But I will say I do think it was kind of creative having their own original villain, the Unknown.
What is that? It's the Unknown.
Even through the mask, I could tell that performer was giving it their all. So the Unknown is this evil chocolate maker that lives inside the walls. And that's about it. He's only there to scare the children for some reason. And I know I shouldn't be laughing, especially since they made a kid cry. But I can't help it. Imagine paying $40 to go into a warehouse just to traumatize your child. It's such a beautiful disaster, and I'm beyond impressed. I don't think you could try to make a worse event than this piece of shit. I actually managed to find parts of the script, so let's take a look and see how this scene was supposed to go. There are hidden nooks and crannies, mysteries waiting to be unraveled, like the unknown. Opens the second door and waits for actor to start appear from the mirror. What is that? It's the unknown! Unknown says, "Ah, you've found me at last, Willy. But you cannot stop me." Pause. So all you have to do is say their name and the unknown appears like the Shadow Man? I thought he was supposed to be the villain. So why is Willy Wonka suddenly best buds with them? Also, he didn't find you. You came out of hiding the second he name dropped you. How you haven't been caught yet is beyond comprehension. Continuing, apparently they bow at actor. Which one? I don't know. Oh, I wouldn't dream of it, dear unknown. After all, what's a chocolate factory without a little mystery? Probably a good one, or at least one better than this. So after doing a read-through, I don't think this made the final cut. Talk about a waste of time and talent. Now, as stated before, Paul Connell, the actor for Willy Wonka, actually came forward to talk about their experience. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
My name is Paul Connell, and I was one of the actors employed to play Willy Wonka at the Wonka's Chocolate Experience fiasco that happened in Glasgow this weekend. So the first red flag for me was when I was cast as Willy Wonka. Anyone who looks at me and thinks Willy Wonka and not Oompa Loompa is out of their mind. The script was 15 pages, monologue, pretty much, of AI-generated gibberish.
AI is brought up so much, I'm starting to believe this whole scam was run by ChatGPT. Like, it got tired of writing essays for high schoolers and wanted to pursue its own passion project, but without any of the passion. You know it's bad when even the actor admits they should not be the one to play this part. If it wasn't marketed as Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, you would have thought you just accidentally wandered into one of Jigsaw's traps. Nothing here screams Chocolate Factory. It doesn't even scream Candy Factory, for that matter.
We were told on the experience to hand out a jelly bean, one jelly bean per child, and a quarter of a cup of Tesco's own brand lemonade.
What the hell? A single jelly bean and a shot glass of lemonade? That's what you get for $40? Not even a fucking gobstopper? This is Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, and all you get is a single jelly bean? If I was one of those poor souls who paid for this experience, I would have popped a can of spinach like Popeye and just let him have it. I mean, really? You couldn't even spring for a Hershey's bar? Obviously, the creator didn't put his face on this. However, they did issue an apology stating, "I'm really shocked the event had fallen short of the expectations of people on paper. My vision of the artistic rendition of the well-known book didn't come to fruition. For that, I am absolutely, truly, and utterly sorry." So once again, AI had a contribution to play and they just had ChatGPT write them an apology. What do you mean you're shocked? Removing the tinfoil hat, in all seriousness, I guaranteed what happened here was the ringleader saw how good these AI-generated images were, and after convincing some people to help with production costs and mixing in a bit of Heisenberg's blue sky, they decided to sail this ship, and that ship was the Titanic. They started advertising the event without any proper planning or organization, and once people actually started buying tickets, they finally realized, oh shit, we actually have to make this. Thus, they quickly threw together what they could, and in the end, what we got was this absolute catastrophe. An event so bad it left children in tears and prompted parents to call the cops. What a beautiful ending. Anyways, that about summarizes this fiasco. After learning about this, I'm definitely more open about going to public events, because I don't think I'll ever have to worry about an experience being as bad as the Willy's Chocolate experience. It really was such an absolute, entertainingly pathetic excuse for an event, and I thought it was interesting to talk about. That's really about it. So,